Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Works Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of August 18th, 2021. Oh, I had some stuff was falling. Anyway, sorry for the fans. It's a little hot in the house due to that we have to kind of keep the house shut up since the California wildfires that are raging up, I believe in Winters or Willow. I can't remember. It's up north from where we are. The air quality outside has been really bad, or has been bad today, and we've had to keep the house shut up. So basically, I'm stuck inside with it slightly being a little warm. So the fans are on. So I do apologize for that. This episode, I didn't want to be sweating too much while I'm recording this for you guys, but I guess I can shut one of them off. Give me a second. Squeeze over. There we go. All right. Hopefully that's better. Anyway, let's get back to it. Yeah. There we go. That should be better. All right, back to it. So, hey, welcome to this week's pull list. I took the weekend off for my birthday. My birthday was Monday, and but I took the weekend off. Went to Felton, California. Spent some time up in there near the Henry Cole Redwoods. Did some stuff in Santa Cruz and along the coast of California. But for the most part, it was really just nice to get away and not have all the stressors. Even in COVID times, masking up and stuff, I still felt a little wary being out and about, but I did my best to stay as safe as possible. But yeah, I'm back, finally, I guess. Running a little bit behind today, but hey, when you get back from vacation, who isn't off for a few days? Because you want to go back. Anyway, let's get to it. First up, we have the final issue of this series, and that is Ascender number 18. I really loved Descender, and Ascender has been really, really good too. I cannot wait to finish up this and see where it just ends, and get my nice deluxe size hardcover of Ascender to finish off the collection. But I've enjoyed it. Jeff Lemire, Dustin Wood, fantastic job. Great stuff. If you haven't had a chance to check out Descender, check it out because it's really good, and Ascender is just as good as the book it came out of. Next up, we have the new one, a Tom King book this week, and that's Batman and Catwoman at number 6. I think I'm one issue behind on this. With COVID and being a lot more work at the shop over the summer, I did not get a chance to do a lot of summer reading that I normally do. So I have a long box down here of stuff that needs to be read. I'm heading back to work tomorrow at the day job, so hopefully I'll be able to throw some comic books in my bag, and when I take a walk for my break or in between classes, I'll be able to just grab a comic, read it, and maybe get caught up on this really, really full long box. Yeah. Next up, we have Batman Secret Files Clown Hunter number 1. I've been enjoying the Secret Files books. The Signal was the first one. I read it. I enjoyed it. Huntress was the next one. I started it. I got like a couple pages in and just haven't had a chance to finish it. But it was entertaining from what I got a glimpse of. So I'm looking forward to reading about Clown Hunter. Next up, we have Layman's Bermuda. First issue was really interesting. Yeah, good stuff. Can't wait to see what he has in store. It's very colorful book. The colorist did an amazing job, which I'm going to assume is O'Grady. But yeah, really, really good stuff. Next up, we have Catwoman at number 34. Can't wait to dive into Ram V's Catwoman. I've been basically neglecting it, and I'm a little behind, but I need to get caught up. But Ram V's just done a fantastic job with Catwoman, and I do highly recommend you check it out. Next up is Compass, number 3 of 5. It's Compass, the Cauldron of the Eternal Life. Yeah, I enjoyed the first issue. I haven't yet had a chance to read the second issue. There's little things there. But I can't wait to dive into issue 3. But yeah, I'm a little behind. I'd show you, but it's depressing, and I would feel more ashamed if you actually saw it. Anyway, next up we have a new number 1 from Boom, and that's Eat the Rich. I'm going to try this out, give it a shot. Hopefully it it piques my interest. If it doesn't, then, you know, not everything is going to be amazing. Or for everyone. Sorry. Next up, we have Flash 773. I'm behind on the Flash. I need to get caught up. But yeah, I've been enjoying it since Joshua Williamson's been off. It's not as good as Williamson's run, but it is enjoyable. Next up, we have Home issue 5. I don't know if this is the last issue. It could be, but I did read the first 2 issues, I believe, and I enjoyed those. So I cannot wait to actually sit down and finish reading Home. Next up is Lazarus Risen. This book has, how do I put this mildly? It's been 10 months since this book came out, or issue 5 came out. I think this was supposed to be like quarterly or twice yearly. I don't know. It's Lazarus. It's good. It's a very slow burn book by Greg Rucka, but man, is it really, really good. And I highly recommend Lazarus. It's just a really, really solid title. Next up, we have Legends of the Dark Knight number 4. I need to get caught up. I'm behind on it, but yeah, it's another one. Again, we got Nightwing 83. Tom Taylor knocked it out of the park with those first few issues I read, and I cannot wait to dive in and read some more. But again, the box of shame down here. Next up, we have Scott Snyder and Tony Daniels' Nocterra number 6. I can't believe we're on number 6 of Nocterra. I can't. It feels almost like yesterday that they were doing that Kickstarter for the deluxe, oversized edition of issue 1. But yeah, here we are. I'm behind. Next up, we have Sha 2 a.m. exclamation point number 2 of 4. Again, whoever picked the font for this, yeah. Next time, it seriously looks like a 2, not a Z. Come on, people. You have one job. I haven't started it yet. We'll see how it is. Next up is one for my son, and that's Star Wars Adventures number 8. He reads them sporadically. I think he enjoys them when he finally gets around to them. He's diving into the Percy Jackson books right now, and he seems to be excited about those. So fingers crossed that he keeps that reading bug going. Next up, we have Star Wars The High Republic Adventures number 7. I've been enjoying these, all ages title for The High Republic. It is good. If you have a chance, check it out. Next up is issue 3 of another Tom King book, and that is Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Very, very wordy issue 2 and issue 1. So I am most likely expecting words galore in this one, but it's a really solid story, really well done so far, and I cannot wait to see where Tom King takes us on this Supergirl adventure. Next up, we have Grant Morrison's Superman and the Authority. I finally dove into the first issue and enjoyed it. Manchester Black is an asshole, and he continues to be, but we'll see what happens going forward with Superman and the Authority. I think this is the last issue of the series, and that's Superman Red and Blue number 6. I've been enjoying the series, having these short little couple page stories about characters. The Batman Black and White was really good. I've been enjoying the Red and Blue from Superman. I have not yet touched the Wonder Woman Black and Gold, but I'm hoping I do. The covers are amazing on it, but we'll see. Next up is Truth and Justice number 7, and it looks like we have a nice Zatanna story coming to us, so I snagged that bad boy up. And we have The Walking Dead 21 Deluxe Edition. Looks like they're about to cut somebody's leg off because they've been bitten, so we'll see what happens with that. I mean, everybody knows what happens with that. It's Walking Dead. You've read it already. But yeah, I'm actually super stoked to dive into the color versions of this, but I'm now 3 trades going on, almost 4 trades behind on it. But from when I read the trades, I read through it so quick that I half expect me to just plow through these books once I finally sit down and read it. But it's Walking Dead, what can you do? And finally on my pull list is Exo Manowar number 5. I don't even remember reading issue 4. I might have issue 4 in this box that I need to read. I got no clue. Valiant has not been very reliable with its release schedule this past year, and going into 2021, it hasn't been any better, and we're pretty much almost through 2021. It's August, people, of 2021. August. August. And I'm a year older. Woo-hoo. Anyway, I did pick up some variants this week. First up, I got the Jim Lee variant for Batman Catwoman number 6. And of course, I picked up the other variant for Batman Catwoman number 6 there. And there's a bunch of Batman Catwoman themed stuff because I got the Catwoman 34, which has Batman and Catwoman on it by Dwell Jones. But Catwoman 34 did have a Suicide Squad cover, this time with Ratcatcher 2, Amanda Waller, Polka Dot Man, and the artist says this is Sebastian. It's just they didn't draw the hat and the outfit. Next up is a variant cover I picked up for Eat the Rich that I thought was pretty cool, so I snagged that one up. Flash number 773 had a variant for this issue, and a Suicide Squad variant that has, it looks like Ratcatcher, Boomerang, King Shark, or whatever they have, and Bloodsport on it, some SUV looking, or some Humvee looking thing. Nightwing 83 had a variant, him walking the three-legged dog he has. Nocterra has a bunch of variants for number 6, so I'll plow through those real quick. You know, I've just been getting all of them for some reason, but hey, you know, consistency, man. Stay consistent. Look, Shazam 2, because look, it actually looks like Shazam 2, unlike the actual font titling. Mac had an amazing Supergirl cover for the variant for Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow number 3. We have a really awesome Zatanna variant cover for Truth and Justice number 7. And that's it for the variants this week. I did grab some graphic novels that came out. Sweet Tooth of the Return. This collects issues 1 through 6, I believe. Yeah, the 6 issues of Returning Sweet Tooth. I read through that giant, or that big collection of it that they just put out for the Netflix show, and watched 2 episodes of the Netflix show, and I have not gone back yet, but can't wait to dive into the return with Sweet Tooth. Super, super excited for that. Next up is an Image book that I skipped over getting the single issue, but I decided to grab the trade because I did get a chance to read the first issue, and that's Two Moons. This is volume 1, The Iron Noose. So yeah, can't wait to dive into this Western style horror book. But yeah, what can you do? So that's it for this week's books. This past weekend though, was Free Comic Book Day, so to speak. I did do a little comic shop tour while I was on the coast of California around Santa Cruz. I went to Current Comics in Salinas and Monterey. Travis, if you're watching, fun hanging out and talking for a bit. Awesome shops. You should definitely check out the Current location in Monterey if you are ever in that area. It is fantastic. I also checked out Comixopolis in downtown Santa Cruz, which was really, really cool. They don't necessarily have too much single issues, but they have a wide selection of just good comic, game, all that stuff. Yeah, it's really, really solid. It's right next to the Santa Cruz bookstore, which is pretty cool as well, so you should check that out if you're ever in Santa Cruz. And Atlantis Fantasy World, I think is what it's called, is the other shop in the other side of the downtown area. I do recommend going down there and checking that out as well. But they were celebrating Free Comic Book Day when I went and visited the shops on Saturday. That was Current Comics. I went to those 2 stores. Both of them were giving out Free Comic Book Day books. Comics Conspiracy, however, we did not. We got our subscribers who signed up for the books. We got those books pulled for them, but we did not advertise Free Comic Book Day. We didn't participate this year due to the fact that the Delta variant is still out there and still prevalent and still moving and all of that stuff. And we just didn't feel safe having something where people came out. Most of the time when I was out, people would kind of just, it wasn't a line, but I wasn't there at the beginning of the day, but they said it was a little bit busier. But yeah, just, I don't know, it's not worth the risk. We did pick up like the Marvel book, the DC book, House of Slaughter, the big ones. We did get multiple copies of and have a ton of that we'll just most likely be giving out for the foreseeable future, but we didn't want to advertise anything that was going to draw a whole lot of people all at once, especially since our location is not huge. So, but I did pre-order basically the free comic book day books that I wanted to get, and so here they are. The first one is Dark Horses, and it's Critical Role: The Mighty Neen Origins. I didn't get the book for that. I got the book for the Witcher story. So yeah, so if you were into The Witcher, definitely that was one you hopefully picked up. James Tynion IV's Enter the House of Slaughter, free comic book day book, was the other one that you should have picked up and snagged, because if you like Something Is Killing the Children, you definitely want to get on House of Slaughter. I started playing this, the Jaws of the Lion, Movie of Jaws of the Lion, and then they, Source Point Press came out with a one-shot for A Hole in the Wall, which I'm assuming it's basically kind of just the like a comic book version of the first like kind of story where you learn in Jaws of the Lion. But I don't know. But I've been enjoying playing that game with my roommate and his girlfriend. But yeah, that one was one that was probably a lot of stores did not order. So hopefully you were able to get one if you are a board game fan. Next up, we have Upshot's free comic book day that I mainly got for not all this stuff, but Mark Russell, Not All Robots. So I'll check this out and then read Not All Robots #1. Can't wait. It's Mark Russell. I did grab some of the Star Wars High Republic Adventures free comic book day book. So if your kids like the Star Wars High Adventure stuff. And I picked up the Edge of Balance, the Star Wars High Republic, the manga one. It's coming out from Viz. I grabbed that one to sneak peek it. Suicide Squad had the King Shark special edition as their book, so I picked that up as well. And apparently it has a first look at the Suicide Squad Get Joker, but I have it right here on my wall to read. Valiant does their thing, so I grab that every year. Whether or not I flip through it, who knows. And of course, a really good book from Aftershock that a lot of people didn't get on the bandwagon for, but I highly recommend checking it out. Soundtrack's really good that they attached to this. And it's We Live the Last Days free comic book day. But go check out We Live. It's really, really good. So those are the free comic book days books that I snagged up. There was a couple Marvel ones. I think there was one with Spider-Man and Venom. There was one with Hulk. Yeah, just they're out there. You can find them. But those are the ones that I picked up for myself personally. Yeah, I pretty much when I was on my little shopping or comic shop tour on the coast, I did snag up some She-Hulk back issues from that 80s run with John Byrne. So I don't even know what I have with regards to the She-Hulk run, but I got a couple, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 books, so I'm on my way there. I have there's a couple more I picked up, and I have them in my collection, so I just need to sit down and see which ones I have and then go through. I'm not a huge, even if I doubled up on these, I'm not too concerned. I like going to other shops and checking them out and supporting them however I can. And normally that's through buying back issues or random stuff that somehow I can't get at Comics Conspiracy. I did want to mention that I am almost finished, or I'm getting close to the end of Blood of the Elves from The Witcher. This is book 1. Technically, there's a book 0 or so, but I read that already. So I have this that I'm getting through, and I've been enjoying it. It's interesting. The chapters are really, really long, so not much really has happened in the book, but it is really well written and really well done, and I can see why The Witcher was turned into what it is today with the game and all that stuff. So, yeah. I think that's it. Is that it? Let me double check. Got that. Yeah, there's tons of other stuff. I'm tired. I need to get this up. And you guys have been patient. Thank you. Appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know what you picked up. Let me know if you have any questions. All that. Let's keep this a nice place. So keep that comment section, as nice as we can keep it. You can listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. Alas, I was not on this week's episode 512, but there will still be a link in the description below for it. Since I was out of town and on vacation, I decided to unplug completely and not try and just jump on at 9 o'clock at night on my birthday and record. So I will be back next week, which we're recording Sunday this time. So, but links in the description below for the last episode, and previous ones are always there as well, and you can find it after you click through the link. What else? What we got going on? You can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon. If you go www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. If for as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees and getting products. So thank you very much to all of our Patreon backers. It helps out immensely. And yeah, you can help me out a little more. You can help me out a little more directly by going to on any of the Amazon links here or at conspiratorbrock.com, or heading over to my eBay page. There's a link in the description below for that. I'm constantly purging out stuff. I schedule listed some stuff that dropped Monday, so there's some new stuff up there, and I have a stack of stuff that's always for me and that I need to get through. And yeah, so check it out. And if you buy something, thank you. And that's pretty much it. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle is @BrockSager. I haven't really been on the internet much, but I'm hoping to get back on. And yeah, you can have a good week. Stay safe wherever you are. There's a lot of stuff going on, like nature right now. Like California got wildfires. Texas was having thunderstorms, and we all have to deal with the COVID thing that's been going on. And I heard that we'll most likely need to get boosters shots starting at the end of September for the vaccine that we've been taking. So woohoo, can't wait to go down and get that one. I'm really curious to see whether it's one that knocks everybody on their asses, or if it's one that's kind of like, oh, okay, it was a booster, I'm feeling fine now. So, but yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week.